Yeah, so I don't know if it's still like this, but for a period of time they had 0% interest rates. So they would want to park the money in America, but for a specific type of wood framed buildings, they were able to accelerate the depreciation. Um, which of course I don't know the whole, like you said, I know the commercial real estate side and why they want to do this. I don't know how it actually benefits them so greatly in their taxes, but accelerated depreciation with these specific wood frame buildings, and they would be willing to pay absurd prices. Some still are, definitely. And we've made some relationships with Japanese brokers because obviously I don't speak Japanese. So they actually have their connections from Japan. They represent them. They give us some criteria. They say, hey, prime location, Soho, West Village only for this one. They want wood frame building, this many units or lower, and like, and then a few other factors. And then they'll send that to a bunch of brokers. And then when we have the deals, and it's incentive for us because they're like willing to pay premium. Anytime like they're willing to pay premium above market, I might make a few extra calls that I wouldn't normally, or like hit up a few extra owners that are usually more difficult to get to. Um, but yeah, it's an interesting dynamic because you're working with another broker who represents their client, which usually you want to represent buyer and seller yourself. Yeah, very important, especially with a lot of these the capital gains taxes, because a lot of these owners have purchased prior to 2000 for, they're building less than $100 then, now worth millions, upwards of $3 million now. So their capital gains implications are huge. We have 1031 exchange partners. There's something called DST, Delaware Statutory Trust, basically a REIT, a real estate investment trust, but you can 1031 into it. And then just 1031 investors in general are um, a huge market that we try to keep track of because, like I said, with the Japanese groups, they tend to pay premiums because there's a certain amount of time. You have 45 days to identify and then 180 days to close on these properties. If someone's timer is ticking down, they're willing to stretch to make sure they get this deal. So obviously, my job is trying to find the best buyers and sell these buildings for the highest price. So, um, yeah, sometimes the capital gains ruins a deal because they're like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize I'd be having to pay this much. I don't have anything I want to 1031 into. Um, let's just wait. I know these are great offers, but let's just wait until I find something I want to 1031 into." So definitely
Yeah.
planning, bookkeeping, all that extremely important. Save you hundreds of thousands of dollars.
What you're
Yep.
talking
Yeah. Definitely play I would say you have to look long term. I mean, for someone getting in the industry, they say to have about 2 years of savings. You might not get paid a single dollar for that entire time. It's not a get rich quick scheme. You can, if you get a crazy sale done your first year, which certainly has happened, you can have more money than you've ever had in your bank account. But you have to play the long game. That's could be a lucky sale. You have to do the little things. I think the two most important things are persistence and then consistency. If you're not feeling well, you still have to get in, do that volume, do your dials, make those connections, because a lot of the time you won't see the fallout of, if you took this week easy or something for 3 months out.